Hey everyone, it's Sue here and welcome to my YouTube channel, Tickled Pink Creating. Thanks for coming on over. This video is for a swap in the December Daily Inspiration Group, Anything Goes Facebook group, and you are welcome to join in. Everyone is welcome to join in. The link to the Facebook group is below in the description. Come on over, look under the announcements section at the top of the Facebook group, and that's where you can sign up. What we're doing is we are making 3 artist trading coins, so they're circular, per swap person. So you can sign up for as many swap partners as you would like, but you're going to be sending them 3 of these each. The sign up is going to go from now until June 24th. Then the sign up is going to stop. I'll create a file in the Files tab right in the Facebook group, and I will put all the swap partners there. So as people are commenting, the list is going to start right off the bat, and we're going to go ahead and I'm going to put the swap partner names together, and then you'll be responsible for contacting your swap partner. Let's see what else. You can let me know if you want to just swap within your country or if international is okay. I mean, 3 of these is not going to really cost like anything to put in an envelope and send out. But either way. And then, so the sign up will end June 24th. And as long as everything is mailed by July 28th, we are good. So this swap is a Christmas in July swap. And I'm excited. So the first thing I want to do is show you different products that you can use. So the first thing you want to do is cut your circles, and they need to be between 2 and 3 inches. You're going to be using multiple circles for each coin. If you have a punch like this is a 2.5 inch punch, and that's what I used. Otherwise, you can take a paper cup or something, measure it out. This one is 3 inches. Put it down, trace it, and cut out your circles. You can use stencils in this process for your coins, and you can certainly go ahead and use your stamps. You just want to make sure that the stamp size fits onto your coin surface really well. So I'm going to show you here. This is a napkin, and I love this Santa Claus. I love him. So I took my coin that I cut out, and I'm putting it over the image. And you know what? I just think that the Santa Claus face is just too big, so I chose not to use that. But I did, in this napkin, I cut out that poinsettia right there, and it worked beautifully. You can also use any of your jelly-plated papers, whether they're envelopes, deli paper, whatever. And definitely pull out your patterned paper. Like these Santa Clauses were a good size. I was able to cut out certain pieces from that, as well as this Merry Christmas. Creating a coin with the number 25 on it, I think, is a really great idea. Just look through your numbers and your backgrounds and see what makes a really nice pairing. I also like to use dimensional adhesive, so you might want to pull yours out. If you have something like Snow Tex, pull it on out. You can even cover your coins, your completed coins, with glossy accents or liquid glass or some type of product like that. It makes them nice and shiny. And then when you look through your pattern paper, remember that the smaller the paper size, usually the smaller the print or the pattern. And that will help because the coins are not super large. I also used this pad to cut out a whole bunch of the 2.5 inch coins. I also used some paper that had like an embossing on it, and you can use a stencil like this with texture paste or a gel medium or heavy gesso. Put red painting it and use that on top of a coin, and it would give such a beautiful look. Of course, we all have our washi tape. I have a little bit of the silver and gold texture Luxe, and Viva makes a similar type product. There's just all different kinds. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. Now it's important to remember that the coin, you don't want it to be flimsy. So you're going to see me putting together with a glue stick 3 layers to make my coins. I do this to all of my coins. You can put a pretty piece on the back, a pretty piece on the front, and in the middle just, cut out a piece of cardstock or mixed media paper, watercolor paper, whatever you have. But you don't want it to, like I say, be flimsy. By the time the coin is done, it should be rather sturdy, okay? And just remember that, what you send out should be something that you would like to receive. So, take your time, enjoy the process, and really think about how can I go a step further and make this coin even better. And what I do, you can use a nail file, whatever, sandpaper. This is actually sandpaper that I got with a charcoal like pencil set. And you just go around the edges and you sand it, and it actually makes it smooth and helps to keep it together. And I'm using the decoupage in the gloss, and I'm starting with my washi tape. Now, I do a lot of mixed media, so you'll probably see me use maybe more different mediums than you have. You do not have to do what I'm doing. You do what you do. This is, if we all did the same thing, how boring would it be, right? So whatever you have in your stash, whatever type of crafting or creating you like to do, that's what you do. This is what I like to do, so that's why I kind of stick with my mixed media type products. And you'll see I keep putting a paper towel on top, and then I'm like burnishing it, and I do that so I don't get any adhesive on my fingers. It just kind of helps and allows me to really burnish it down quite well. And you're going to see I'm going to pick up that sandpaper and just kind of get that down as well. It really makes a difference. You'll see you do just like when you do it slightly on top, slightly from the bottom paper up, and then just flat around the sides, and it just makes it so smooth, and it looks more like a coin and like it's one piece of paper as opposed to 3. So this is a little phrase that I cut out of 12 by 12 paper, pattern paper, and I cut it down to size. I got it on there with my gloss decoupage, and I do dry. I don't show that I dry it, but that's where I'm at so far, but I'm not done. So what can I do to make it better, right? I want to make it even prettier for the person that's going to get this. So I have these little red flowers, and they're very, they look a little bit like poinsettias, and of course they're red, and I'm in love with that. This is like everything, of course, is like red and green for me for Christmas. That's the other thing. You may want to do blue. You may want to do green, like a different color green, like neon, or whatever you have in your stash. Just use it. You have it in your stash because you liked it. You liked it enough to buy it, and that is reason enough to send it out in a swap, because that means somebody else is going to like it as well. So I'm taking my StazOn in, what color is this? This is Blazing Red. And what I do, I use my makeup sponge, and I do want to get a little bit onto the top of the coin, just so that you can see it. And I go around 2 or 3 times. And now, just to make the words pop, I'm using my Pitt pen with black, just to help those words pop off of that coin. Again, you know, I do go through and dry from time to time, and here is this coin all done. For my second coin, I wanted to put the date on it. I didn't end up using any of my numbers from my thickers or anything, but I did cut this out, this number 25, and it does have a little bit of like glitter on the number, but I will add a little bit more glitter to the jelly plated piece of it, that red and that green, because it just wasn't, I don't know, shiny enough or glittery enough for me. So I did add some more after the fact. And I put that number to even make that more sturdy. I put it on, you know how when you get the boxes from Michael's to hold photos, and there's always those dividers in there? Well, I never, ever use those dividers, and they're very good for this process because they're fairly heavy. And so you can use those to cut out your circles. You can use it in a case like this where I wanted to make that 25, you know, a thicker so that it wouldn't, you know, rip or, you know, I want it to look good. And I put a whole bunch of the dimensional adhesive on the back, probably way too much, but again, I just, you know, this is going to go into a December daily. This is going to be part of somebody's memories, and I just want to make sure it's really going to last. So I put red around the coin as well, just like the other, like the first coin. And now we're going to work on the third coin. So I'm not showing you with each one that I did, you know, I put 3 layers on each coin. I did. I just didn't want to show you that. But please know that each of these coins is 3 layers of paper. And then with the decoupage on top, plus all of the, you know, the pretty pieces that go on top and everything, they come out quite sturdy. And all I did to keep the 3 different circles together is just a glue stick. So nothing major. Now, this is the cutout from the napkin that I showed in the beginning of the video. And I had these little green petals, and I'm like, oh, well, they'll look really cute. So I used those as well. Again, what can you do just to go a little bit further, just to make it look a little bit nicer for your swap partner? And I thought that those little green leaves on there just made it pop just a little bit more. Now, this one came out absolutely stunning. I put the gloss medium over the entire top, and when it dried, it was just so shiny and so beautiful, and you'll be able to see it. See here? Look at that. And I cut it, you know, the ends off so that the flower wasn't over the ends of the coin. And I'm using this liquid pearls in platinum pearl. And I'm putting the dots in the middle of the flower again, just to make it look even nicer. I gave it a good dry, and this time I'm using black around the edges. And I did go in after all of this and actually put a little bit of that platinum pearl around the edges of all 3 of the coins. So you're going to see here, I started it with this one. So not only do I have the black around the edges, but I'm also using the liquid pearls. I think I said perfect pearls before, sorry, liquid pearls. But this is where you can use Texture Luxe, you can use your Viva, you know, the different, just anything that has color that's fairly thick that you can get on the ends, that like around the edges, go ahead and use. And here I'm showing you the finished coins. I did add a little bit of glitter to that number 25, which you will be able to see in the photo coming up. So that's it, everybody. I hope that you will come and join us. Come on over to the Facebook group. All the links are below, even other videos about artist trading coins. You can comment here with any questions you have, but the sign up will be over in the Facebook group. God bless.